Tinder date gone wrong,
You got like pretty good views and likes.
but I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm happy for you.
I mean, like, I'm still shooken up about it, but I'm good. I'm home.
Now, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys?
I would stay watching this just to be safe.
Dude, there is so much to break down in this story. Like, pause it here, grab yourself a coffee, and sit back, because you're gonna see a lot of channels on YouTube showing you the terror of the modern dating marketplace. You're not gonna see a channel talk about it raw, practical, and actionable like this. A man accused of something. A woman, victim of the times we live in. Social media, rubbernecking the pain to feel alive, how to screw up a date. What does it mean if a girl feels alpha tingles? How to cover yourself? How to handle an accusation? This and more, coming up.
Tinder date gone wrong. If you're from Canada and you're a girl, obviously, I would stay watching this just to be safe. I have a little story I'm gonna tell you of what happened to me last night. I'm not sure of his real name, but he told me he goes by Prince. He tells me he's traveling all over Canada right now and that he works for Bell, and he was here in my my city for a business campaign. This is a picture of him. So he told me we were gonna go bowling. Like, at first, when he first messaged me, he was like, do you want to go for drinks and go play pool? But I told him that I don't drink anymore and that I quit. So he was like, okay, well, let's go bowling and like have a coffee or something. So I was like, yeah, sure, like, I'm down. Like, there were no red flags yet. So he picked me up in a blue Hyundai. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's it, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, his car was blue. After he picked me up, we went to Shell because he said he had a joint and he wanted to smoke. So we went to Shell to pick up a lighter, and that's when we started smoking in the car in the parking lot of Shell. But I told him I quit that too, and he was being like, it was peer pressure. So I took only a few puffs, and that was it. And I feel like that was like kind of a way to like his way to get me fucked up so I could sleep with him. Because he kept asking me like, so like, you don't do hookups? And in the beginning I told him no, like, that's not what I do, like, I don't do hookups. So I told him like straight off the bat. But he was still being pushy about it. So we had an hour to kill, and we went to the Walmart parking lot where he just wanted to like chill and just like talk. So I was like, okay, sure. And before that, he was trying to like get me to come to his hotel room so we could watch a movie. But I told him straight up, I was like, no, I'm not down for that. Like, can we just chill and like drive around? So that's when he told me like, let's go to Walmart and just talk. So there'll be a part 2.
Handling a date. First off, it's Canada. I don't know what the laws in your country are, but if you're gonna have some time to smoke while you're on a date, make sure you pick something legal. A lot of people find it weird. Why do you need alcohol or los drogas or anything? Because the chicks do. So be prepared, bring something fun with you. And it's not like this is something new, by the way. I have an older sister. She was a teenager in the 90s, a college student in the 2000s, a nurse in the 2010s. She was a horse girl, and she loved dating the bad boys. So were all her friends. And when I went to college, I moved in with her for a bit, and they all loved to party. And it wasn't just her. All of my friends were now those bad boy rednecks and city guys. And all the girls next door, the redneck girls from back home, the girls from the trailer park, and the girls from the city all knew the good spots to hang. And it turns out the alpha they were attracted to wasn't so much the height. My friends ranged from 5'4" to 6'2", It wasn't their six-pack abs, only one guy had them. It wasn't the paycheck. They were all broke college kids, but one of them. In fact, the biggest alpha trait they had was, likely, did the dude want to party? Now I know the good boy in you just probably wants to chain a girl to the radiator, grab a Bible, and throw holy water on her till the evil spirits leave, but calm down, bro. It's not evil. It's just women. You're just passive. They all love to have fun with all of it. I learned the nicknames, liquid panty remover, social lubricant, etc. I had a good friend with me. He was a nice Christian boy, 6'2", jaw like Superman, body like a wrestler. Even he knew that while he may not have wanted to do any of this stuff, he had to be in the room with girls who did. Now, he didn't really date much at all in the 4 years we went to school, but that was his choice. So ignore everything you're hearing and seeing on YouTube from your goofy masculinity guru because they are full of it. Sorry, somebody had to tell you. So now, if I'm saying all this, how did this all go downhill and what do you need to learn from it?
This is part 2 to my Tinder date gone wrong story. But after we parked in the Walmart parking lot, he started to tell me that he has like sugar babies and that he'll pay me really good to sleep with him. So, and that's when I kept saying like, no, like I've already told you several times that I'm not down for that. And then he was asking me if I knew anyone. Like he was very pushy, very, very pushy. And he was like, yeah, do you know anyone? And I just told him like, no. While he's telling me all this, I was texting my roommate and I told her like, can you come pick me up at Walmart, please? Like I'm scared. So she was like, sure. And she did. But that's when he was like, okay, well, like a hookup is like all I want. So like, can I just drop you off? So we started heading back to like my place or whatever. I didn't actually give him out, like I didn't give out my address or anything. I just told him to pick me up like way down the road. And that's when I started like recording a conversation that we had. So I also have a video of him asking me again on our way back to my house if he wanted to hook up. I had so much anxiety. Like my heart was beating so fast and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, but like I didn't want to make it obvious because I didn't want him to know. And he kept like asking me like, or no, he kept being like, oh, like you probably hate me now. And I'm just like, no, like I just like wanted to make him seem like, yeah, I don't know. But like I ended up back home and I'm like fine, but I just wanted to warn any girl about him because he did seem creepy. Well, he was creepy, and I don't want any other girl to have to go through this because he was very pushy and he tried to get some drinks in me and he even got me to smoke with him so I could get like fucked up or whatever. And yeah, it was just not cool.
Well, two things. Two such important things. Oh, you need to know these things. 1, look, I know dating is dating, everybody is slutty, and everybody is fooling around, and you think you can just speak openly.
Hey guys, yeah, that's me from the video we just saw right now. So let me make this quick and so yes, we matched on Tinder, in which the description says I'm in Canada just for a week and anybody wanna have fun. And she matched me after going through my pictures and description, right? And then I told her, I'm busy till the evening. Do you want to hang out tomorrow morning or something? Or in the evening works? And then she goes, oh, evening works. What do you do for fun? I clearly told her that I'm new here and I just like to bowl and let's go for bowling. So the initial plan was me picking her up and going for bowling. And then she said, oh, come pick me up. I'll send you my address. And she sent me her address. In fact, she shared her snap location. So I called the bowling alley and asked her what time they open. They said 9 p.m. And then she told me, do you want to get high? So I was like, okay. And she also said she's quitting it. She's quitting all these things, drugs and all the things she's been doing.
Dating is like pro wrestling. It's kayfabe. Wrestling isn't real, it's staged. But you don't want to hear them tell you it's staged. You want to lose yourself in the fantasy. You know the grudge isn't real, the results are pre-scripted, and the consequences are nil. But you want to believe the grudge is horrific, the results can go either way, and the consequences are life and death. So does she. She's got experience. She's got more experience than you ever will. You're not clever. You may be smarter than her, but she will crush you with her experience. She knows all the tricks because she's fallen for all of them. So she knows the last time she dated a guy who bragged about his sugar babies, said he had money, asked if it was cool for just a hookup, and she left embarrassed. Those guys open their stupid mouths and tell everybody. Hell, I wrote about it in my book, links in the description by the way. The only thing a girl likes more than hot sex with cool dudes is her friends never finding out she does. So she tests you. She isn't into that. She doesn't drink or smoke anymore. She's done with all the bad boys and she's looking to get serious with a nice guy. It's pro wrestling. She knows it's a hookup. She knows you know it's a hookup. She knows if you don't make the same mistakes date 33 made or the mistakes date 45 made, she can have fun, she can see where things go, and she can leave the next morning without everybody in the damn town finding out she's a slut. Walk of shame. Don't do it, fellas. Or ladies, I guess. Or fellas. In fact, just no shame. Anyways, more importantly, she gets to hold on to that dream, you know, the off chance that this grows into something more, that 10 years from now, she's talking to her friends with her new baby, telling the story about how the two of you met in a bowling alley and just hung out and talked in a Walmart parking lot while nothing happened between you. I mean, she knows it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen that way. But a girl can dream, can't she? Why are you crushing her dreams? Why? So yeah, if you can play along, she has a great time, you have a great time, and she believes she might find the one, and you can believe you're the alpha god amongst men or whatever, everybody wins. Throw in some party so the both of you can pretend and call it a night. And hey, sometimes people end up finding the love of their lives from the internet.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. She kept telling me that how much of a bad girl she was, how many guys she used to hook up with. She used to like do hookups like every day, but now she's changing. She doesn't want to do that anymore and she stopped doing drugs. I was like, okay, fine. I mean, it makes sense. We all are going through something, right?
What do you do when she tells you she's not like that? She's not DTF and all that stuff. I mean, you're not a bad person. You don't want to hurt anybody. And I really hope I don't need to bring up the importance of consent. I hope. Sometimes when a girl says no, it means no. Other times when a girl says no, it means she's not a slut, but still wants to talk. So what are you supposed to do, and how are you supposed to tell the difference? I mean, they actually have a strategy for this. It's called a freeze out. Some girls were down, and you opened your stupid mouth, and now they aren't interested in you anymore. Some girls were never down, and they just wanted a free meal, or free validation, or a free ride. And both types get really flaky when it's time to get intimate.
And then, after we get high, she became really cranky and she became super anxious. I could see that. Which actually made me feel a bit uncomfortable because we've been hanging out only for like, 20-25 minutes and I don't want to go bowling again. So I told her that I'm going to drop you home and I'm sorry for that. I just told her that I'm not feeling good. My head is kind of spinning, so...
A freeze out is just like it sounds. Cool off, back off, go do something else. You pull away your attention, pull away your affection. You show you're not entitled, you're not angry, you're not pushy, you're not clueless to what's going on. And after a while, you go back to find out for sure whether no means no or no means not yet. And then you know.
So I started driving back to her house. And on the way, she was being a bit, cranky and she was moving around and stuff like that and kept, And then she asked me, like, how long have you been on Tinder and stuff like that? And I was like, yeah. So I told her that I just made it, like, couple of hours ago with all my friends and everybody here. So we just wanted to go out with some people, 2 or 3 minutes later, she kept saying that, oh, you are my type. It's just that I don't just do that all of a sudden. I'm looking for friends right now. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And a minute later, not even 9, I think 8:45, she was home safe, and I stood there until she walked into her house. Now, what's wrong with you guys? Even in the video, she's just explaining the basic dates, what happens normally in Tinder. In short, she's basically explaining a regular Tinder meetup. and you guys just take it to a next level. I know we live in a world where everybody just want to get famous and have some clout. I mean, I get it. So if because of me, you got like pretty good views and likes, I'm happy for you. Anyways, take care.
Look, fellas, you gotta get good with subtext. You gotta get good with this stuff. Otherwise, at least one of you is gonna get the full Weinstein treatment, and neither of you want it. Now, back to these two. So, you screwed up your date, you made her feel bad, you were autistic and pushy, you weren't a bad guy, but you definitely play one on television. She decides to put you on blast on the internet for everybody to see. Your metoo radar starts flashing and your whole life is flashing before your eyes. What do? Well, like this guy, you get ready for war. So to sum up on this one, there is a lot of problems with modern dating. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, almost all of them are self-inflicted damage. If you're a guy, play the game, learn to have fun, learn not to be so direct and open. Girls don't think that way. If you're a girl, make sure you make your intentions clear from the start. If you're getting mixed messages from a girl, back off, try again. Then, no means no, walk away held high. And if she puts you on blast on the internet, call up your lawyer, because you're gonna have to play for blood, because I guarantee you they are.
Hey guys, I just woke up and I just saw the video, and thank you so much for the guys who are listening, at least on both sides of the story. I'm not telling she's a bad person. Maybe she's just doing this for clout. I don't know why, but that's the thing. She blocked me. Update is she blocked me. And the second update is I have filed 2 cases. One is a defamation, which actually I'm just gonna call my lawyer. I emailed her, she replied me back saying that I can do that as a personal defamation. And also there is another company that's gonna take her account down, or I think certain videos that says all the things she's saying about me. So I have contacted both of them, and last night itself I just got their emails today, and I'm having an appointment at 9:30 to talk about that.
Look, and I think there's one thing, and I've talked about it before in other videos, that you really got to remember. It's that you gotta stop taking girls on like proper dates. And they take rejection so much worse than you ever will. Like, the purpose of meeting somebody, there's a reason why coffee dates are like far superior choice. It's not because you're cheap. It's not because you don't want to buy her dinner. It's not because you don't like bowling. It's because you want to make sure you're not there with a crazy chick in front of you. So you're doing this to suss out, is she going to try to stab me? Is she going to pull nonsense like putting me on blast on TikTok? I don't know. But if you get any of those vibes, you're out $3.20 for a cup of coffee, and then you can just walk. In this case, this guy had committed to a parking lot smoke fest, a bit of bowling, tried to drive her home, and he had that entire 20-minute ordeal where he was basically navigating the minefield of having his career flash before his eyes. And I will say this. If you're in his situation and you've made all the mistakes that we've been talking about in all these videos, and you've screwed up every single decision where you could have had this go way better for you, the one thing I will say in his favor is this. If she's bringing this stuff, if she's bringing the guns to bear, go to war, man. At this point, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. They've decided to weaponize your life like this, weaponize it back. But if you've been smart and if you've been paying attention, you should probably not have to worry about that stuff. Anyways, boys, hope you enjoyed it. It's a Red Pill Coffee. It's been a while since I've done these, so don't forget, check out the channel. We got tons more of these. Occasionally we'll be on here live streaming me laughing at girls on TikTok, acting absolutely horrible, and the occasional guy who's acting like a complete tool. And you just might learn something from it. So, hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, and cheers.